I knew we were on a path down.
And then I thought he was killing her, but then I realized.
If you're looking for a place to stay in San Francisco, go stay somewhere else.
To sleep with no murdering going on. Dahmer's chainsaw in the other room, or his hacksaw. He was cutting up his victims at 11 p.m. and then it stopped after I called the front desk. And then it started again and woke me up. And then my eyes were swollen shut from all the mold in the room. And then I woke up at 4 to the neighbors, and then I thought he was killing her, but then I realized it was sex. And then they cackled and laughed for hours, so I slept about 2 or 3 hours, and then I cried hysterically, and Nick thought we should stay, and I thought I'd rather die, so we left. To my favorite place on earth. Where are we? Best Western? With the lake view? Have to go out the window. Nice and peaceful, no one screaming, no one getting... Yeah, they moved us to a nicer room with a fridge on the top floor, a broken fridge. And then as soon as I sat down, I heard cackling and screaming through the wall. And I said, okay, I'm leaving. Burn it down. It's filled with black mold everywhere. The curtains, the walls, the bedding, the blood on the bed was pretty gross. And the dog shit smeared in the carpet, someone else's hairs in the sink, and chunks of food in the sink. The toilet, the half-used toilet paper roll. And I put a fresh roll on. Nothing had been wiped down in years. There was jizz on every handle, caked white stuff, like crusted white stuff on every drawer handle. What I would assume looked like jizz. And every countertop, every mirror. Nothing had been wiped down, I'd say, since they built it. You should be more honest in your ad and say this is like, if you want to stay at the crack murdering rotting hotel, this is where it's at. And the topper of it all, when we got to the new hotel, I went to get my favorite blanket out of the car and realized I left it in hell.
I'm a better actor than both of you.
Action!
Well, I expected after a 10-hour drive to settle in for the night, maybe grab a bite to eat and get some good sleep so you guys could enjoy your concert the next morning. Parking was a little bit sketch. Felt like I was driving into a cave system. Yeah, it was a little tight. I didn't really have any initial thoughts, but as soon as I started hearing her sighing and going through everything, I knew we were on a path downhill.
What was the sounds?
Yeah, I mean, we had heard sound like somebody was making keys above us. Escalated early this morning. I could really tell that I was about to start getting blamed for everything, and things were going to start getting ugly. I thought the hotel could use some new management. Invest in cleaning supplies.
One of the first signs at check-in was when they said we don't have housekeeping, so if you need any towels or anything, come to the front desk. I think that means they've never had a housekeeper and the rooms have never been cleaned.
If you're looking for a place to stay in San Francisco, go stay somewhere else, because there is nowhere to stay in San Francisco. The place is a shithole.
What were you expecting the night of the incident?
What incident?
What do you think?
Well, we didn't have an incident.
Yeah, the incident was that hotel.
The Murder Hotel. I forgot what we're calling the documentary. House of Horrors. Because I think of the name.
This is not the time, guys. What?
We need to talk on the event of.
On the event of that time. What were you expecting?
That's not what I said, though. I
When
was just...
when Nick thought we should
No, start over.
okay. When Nick decided we should stay, that's when I wanted
Do
to
it
go to Dahmer's
again.
room. Why?
Because I laughed.
And then when Nick wanted us to stay, that's when I decided I wanted to go be cut up by the chainsaw. And Nick wanted to stay. And that's when the thought came that I wanted to go to Dahmer's room and be the next victim because I couldn't handle it any longer.